So this question's a little bit trickier. This time they want to know 95% of all pregnancies last how many days? So 95% would be everything here such that I've now captured 95% of my bell. In other words, the area is 0.9500. And so when I go look at my table, remember in the table, those numbers that you've been finding are actually areas. So now you want to look in the table and see if you can find 9500. So here's what I found. I didn't find 9500 exactly, but I found where it would fit between. And what I notice is that I can read up, even though my arrow is going down, to get the z-scores for these. This one is 1.64 and this one is 1.65. Now I have to ask myself, who's this 95 closest to? Is it closest to this or is it closest to this? Well, this one, uniquely enough, is exactly halfway in between. And so then I would ask, okay, well then what's exactly halfway between these two numbers? Hopefully you said 1.645, right? Because this would be 40 and this would be 50. So I'm going to use this as the z-score. So now, here's what I found out. First, I knew the area was 0.95. Now I know the z is 1.645 from that table. And so I'd like to figure out x, because x is a number of days. Well, do I have a formula that uses z and has an x in it? Oh my gosh, I do. I have that z-score formula, x minus mu over sigma. And so now here's what I know. I know my z value. I just got it out of the table. I don't know x, I'm trying to find it. But I do know mu. And I do know sigma. And so now I get to do a little bit of math magic. Maybe multiply both sides by 3 and make that disappear. And then I'll have x minus 336 equals 4.935. And then I'm going to add 336 to both sides. So I get my number of days is 340.935. Resist the temptation to do rounding and erase that answer. If that bothers you and you're like, okay, it's got to be measured a number of days, Torres, I can't have a 0.935 day, which technically I can because it's time. But if that really bothers you, you may leave the answer and then put or 341 days. But you cannot erase the answer. Your work must stay all the time in statistics. So now this one's a little bit tricky because I'm doing 40% last more than how many days? So 40% are more than my number. I'm thinking of a number and 40% last more. So now what I know is that the area of this is 0.40 because that percent can turn into a decimal. And so I need to go to the table and look up in the table. Remember, technically this is 4000, and I'm looking in the body of the table for 0.400. Go see what you find. Well, hopefully you said, wait, Torres, I can't look that up. The table reads areas shaded to the left. You are a genius, my friend. So if I know the area on the right is 40%, then all the stuff on the left must be, good job, 60%. So I really need to be looking up 0.6000. Go look in the table and see if you can find it.